There you go.
There you go.
We will now call the meeting to order, please, and we will stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation.
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right. First on the agenda is to update the agenda.
We do. We have one date, and that is to set the tax rate.
And is that something we're going to do at this time? I don't see it on the agenda.
Not on the agenda, it's an update.
You want to
whenever you want to do it.
Want to take care of it as we speak right now?
Why not? I just got to put it on.
Want to do well?
That way it's closed down.
Oh well, we can do that.
What?
Well, she's got a point just in case somebody else comes in. Let's go through
Public
comment first, and if there's not,
out.
let's just do that, and then we'll go back to yours, Mike. All right, we'll move right down to the public comment. Anything?
No commenting.
No comment. Thank you. Let's go back to you then on the tax rate adjustment. Thank you, Heather. That's a good idea. You never know who's gonna pop in.
Closed out now.
Thank you.
I should put ice in that. That's warm lemonade.
Okay.
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 How about that?
All right. Okay. Some binoculars for me. I know.
In front of you.
And I got my readers
watch
on.
the recording afterwards. They a lot of times ask for the people to see it.
So it's our lovely time in the year where we have to set our tax rate. So up in your far left-hand corner is the value of our 2026 grand list, which is $2,340,527. Yep, that's the paper right there. All the way to the back.
Yep. Gotcha.
Last page.
Thank you.
Because it was the last minute edition.
All right. As long as we're on the same page.
So let's try this again. The municipal portion of our tax rate is based on what we have to raise in property taxes to fund our municipal.
Yes.
So
And just
in
so-
our budget, in our booklet, what page was it? Okay. So in our town report on page 20, when we did the budget, if you look at the top where it says property taxes, with the proposed budget that we had and all of the income coming in that we knew, we were to raise $1,260,418.37. Then there were two additions on the warning that got passed. It was the $15,000 to fund the fireworks and the $500 appropriation for NECA. So I had to add another $15,500. So the total that we needed to come up with to raise in property taxes to fund our budget was $1,275,918.37. So then there's two different portions that we automatically know that we're going to get in property taxes every year, and these are set by the state. We get hold harmless money in, which is money that comes from the state for current use properties that have their in current use. So the state will pay us the property taxes for that. So
Does anybody receive that or just certain income?
Nope, it's just certain. No, well, it's if you current use is different. Current
Thinking of the
homesteads. Yeah,
That's what. Yeah.
current use is like people that have a whole bunch of acreages of land,
I see.
and they put some of it into current use.
Okay.
So that's what the hold harmless is, and the state is going to send us $126,938 this year. The pilot program is the state-owned properties that we have here in town, your state park, your state beach, all of that stuff.
the island.
The island, yep. So they're going to pay us $14,221 in property taxes. So then I deduct those two figures from the 1,275,000 that we have to come up with. So what we have to raise is 1,134,759.37. So when I divide that by our grand list of 2,340,000, the municipal portion is 48.5 cents. So then when we go down to the highway taxes, this is what we decided in our budget that we needed to raise in property taxes for our highway department. So that was 693,852.81. Again, you divide that by what our grand list is, and that tax rate is 0.2965. The local agreement portion of your taxes is for the veterans exemption that we approve for the disabled vets. So how that goes is it's approved that they get an exemption on their taxes, and then every other taxpayer has to make up the difference. So this year we have to raise $5,785.12 to cover that, which is what gives us the 0.0025, because I divide that 5,000 by our grand list figure. Then your homestead education rate that comes automatically from the state, they tell me what it's going to be. So this year it's for homestead, it's $1.067. For the non-homestead, it's 1.195. So to come up with our total homestead rate, I have to add the municipal portion, the highway portion, the local agreement, and the homestead education rate, which gives us a total of $1.85
Per $100.
per $100. So for the non-homestead, same thing. I have to add the municipal tax rate, which doesn't change. That's the same for both homestead, non-homestead. Our highway is the same. Our local agreement is the same. And then the 1.195 that the state told me is the education rate for the non-homestead. So the non-homestead rate this year is a total of 198 per 100. Any questions?
Oh, that was explained well. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anybody else got anything to add?
Remember that next year?
Then
I think it's important just to note the total differences were relatively minor.
Yep.
And mostly
Hey,
from the education side.
Correct. Yep. So the homestead rate is going up 13 cents. Again, most of that was your education rate that went up. And your non-homestead rate is going up 6 cents
that isn't as
from last year.
far as huh?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's actually,
So if there's nothing else to be said about it, can we look for a motion to accept?
I will make a motion to set the municipal tax rates at 0.485, the highway tax rate of 0.2965, and the local agreement at 0.0025 per $100 of assessed value. These rates, when combined, the homestead education rate equals 1.85 per $100 value assessed. When combined with the non-homestead education rate, it's 198 per $100 assessed in value.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
I
Aye. Accepted. Thank you much. Thank you, Teresa, for that information.
You're welcome.
Good job.
thank you.
Okay, moving down to the Vermont Electric Co-op easement.
yes. So this is because we have to upgrade the power to town hall for all of our heating and air conditioning upgrades. They have to set a new pole, and so we have to have two electric easements. One is for us and one is for a property next door. And so this is for our easements, just for them to set the new pole.
Is that pole, Mike, that's sitting in that little area right here in the back?
It is not that pole. It is the one that's actually behind the base building,
The post office. There's a
Yes.
new one there.
but it's not big enough and tall enough for the transformer that they have to put on it, because that pole actually serves 35 properties downtown.
Well, how do you like that?
Yes. And do you know how much a said new pole costs?
26,000?
36,000.
36,000. Nice.
I'm going into
The
the pole
bucket.
business. I'm just saying. I'm gonna go into the pole business.
So, yeah.
Well, there's nothing much we can do about
No,
that. That's just something.
The bigger trick is trying to get a hold of the property owner over there, because we have to get a hold of them to sign their easement. So I'm trying to get a.
There shouldn't be an issue with that, should there? I mean, what could possibly happen? Move it over.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, if we don't get these,
I mean, it's basically.
yeah, hopefully that works out.
Have an
for-
easement on the property. They already have this easement on our
Signing
property, but they make you redo it when they set a new pole. It's kind of, I don't know why.
All right.
We don't ask why. We just say, yes,
Yes, yeah.
do it. Please just get it done.
Okay. Could I get a motion, please, to approve the easement?
I'll make a motion to approve the easement request from Vermont Electric Co-op in order to upgrade the electrical service of Town Hall to authorize the town manager to complete and sign all documents related to the easement.
The second
I'll second it.
motion, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Adopted. Thank you much, everybody. Moving on down. The local emergency management plan, Mike.
Yes, so we have to do this every year with the Regional Planning Commission. And it's late. It was actually due in June. They did not email me about it. They were emailing Rick about it and he didn't get it. And so we're late. So I updated it. I talked to Rick. He said nothing had changed, but I did update all of the contacts in there that had changed, because there were some of those, like you are now select board chair, not Heather. So your name goes on here, not hers. There was some other people that are not there anymore, or it's changed, the phone numbers changed, whatever. So I've got it all updated. I will get Rick to sign it tomorrow, and then I have to sign it, but you guys have to adopt it that this is our emergency management plan. It did not change from last year. Separate contact information.
You want this
Nothing to
one,
be
Bill?
said about that either then. So we're looking for a motion to adopt the local emergency management plan, please.
I'll make a motion to adopt the local emergency plan, management plan as written.
Second,
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Adopted. Thank you very much.
That wasn't.
That was all right there. This is the tough one here. I guess we.
Yeah, well, it's not tough.
I understand, but we're hurting it. We're gonna move down to six. It's the long tractor purchase.
It is. We need to buy a new lawn tractor, which, we didn't really know this at budget. Well, I guess we should have known it at budget time, but nobody mentioned it to us last year at budget time that, our lawn tractor is really old. And so ours and the water department both are really old. So the water department has already authorized purchasing a new one for the water department. We need to purchase a new one for Bruce because his actually died this week. He does not have one
I
now.
was using the water department. Yeah.
His the transmission went in it and it's not worth fixing. So we actually got a quote from Waltz over in Derby. This is the model that the water department, road department, Bruce, everybody, this is the one that they liked. It is a 2026 Toro. We got two of them, so they got a better deal on it. So the invoice you have shows $12,000, but it's actually $6,000 for us and $6,000 for the water department. And then there's an $80 setup fee. There is no, it says sales tax on here, but we will be purchasing that maybe tax.
Do we have money? Is that money?
So what I'm going to propose that we do is that we take it out of the equipment reserve fund, and then for next year's budget, we will put that money back in the equipment reserve fund, because this is our last year for the payment on the Kubota tractor that we have, or I'm not sure if it's Kubota, whatever.
Yeah.
No plowing,
Yeah.
everything. So we will not have that payment next year. So we will just take that $6,000 out of that for next year's budget. That way we're not borrowing money for it. We have the funds in the municipal reserve fund.
And we didn't have to get any other bids, Mike, right?
We tried it. Nobody else carries what they were looking for.
Perfect. Then
Nobody near. I mean, we could order online, but it was not cheap.
not feasible. Okay. Anybody else got anything to say about this before we look for the motion to approve the lawn tractor? If not, could I get a motion to approve the purchase of the lawn tractor, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the purchase of the new 2026 Toro Titan 60-inch mower from Walt Sales and Service in the amount of $6,080 and to utilize funds from the Equipment Reserve Fund, which will then be reimbursed to the fund in the 2027 budget.
Thank you. Seconded,
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye. The only thing I have on this is the sales tax. Do we have to pay
You
that?
just
We
said
won't be-
that.
we won't be paying that.
I didn't think so, but I wanted to,
Yeah, no, when I ordered, I give them the SG that takes that on. So, which they will be ordered tomorrow.
That'll make Bruce happy.
Make everybody happy because
Yeah.
both of them have been
They've been
crap.
Yeah.
They spent more time broken than working.
a lot of hours on that. A lot of stuff to be done here. That's great. Okay, we're moving down to project updates.
Things are moving along. I met today on the wastewater treatment plant. That is looking like they will start bringing that plant online the 1st of September with substantial completion sometime in October. There's a whole very long description as to what substantial completion means and how that works, but it's moving along fine. We are doing 2 of the water easement things for the water transmission main. Those are tomorrow morning. They're scheduled here. Teresa and I are doing those, the closings on those. I think we have a 3rd one finished. We are going to be doing a lot line adjustment with one of the people up there as part of their easement agreement. They're basically, we're paying them for the easement, then they're turning around and buying a lot line adjustment from us. Because their property has a garage on it, which actually does not meet setbacks. So it's a non-conforming property. So they just want to buy enough land around their garage to make it legal. So they're covering all the costs of, because we have to have a survey done of that particular area, and they've agreed to pay the cost for that. And so that will be coming to you guys probably within the next month, that you'll have to approve that. But it's literally a 60 by 120 feet stretch of land that they want to buy. It's just enough to get around the barn so that it's legal.
And we're basically buying 60 by 120 foot piece of the
Well,
land.
and that's just it. It's actually, it's the easement amount and the
Yeah.
lot line adjustment amount are almost identical dollar amounts. And because we base it on square footage of the property. So it's when they asked for it, it was fine. And they just wanted to swap. They didn't even want cash. But we can't, because of our funding mechanisms for that, we can't swap land as part of that. So we basically have to do a dual closing that day. We buy the easement from them, then they turn around and buy the lot line adjustment from us. So it'll all happen in one one time, but 2 separate transactions.
you hand them money, they hand them back to you.
Yeah, so pretty much that's how it works. Actually, I think we get an extra couple $100 out of it. So
Ooh.
yes. Oh. And this building is moving along as far as heating and air conditioning, where the library is up and running. The new HVAC system is working in there. The rest of the building, we're on hold until we get the electric pole
Yeah,
replaced. So that's holding that.
So that's gonna be later, probably behind schedule.
It is running behind schedule.
Do they plan on doing it, having it before winter, do you think? Mike?
Oh,
It has to be.
Hope so, because
it's Vermont Electric Co-op is what's
that's
gonna.
when they want to do it. Right,
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Everything can be live ready except for that one little section, like actually connecting to the pole. Like
Yes,
everything
yes,
else.
we got the electricians in here working right now, putting everything in. It's all gonna be ready to go, but till the
It's just
pole.
gonna be a connection that needs to happen.
Yes, no, everything else.
Because I know there was a hard deadline on that as
Yeah.
well.
There is, and I'm getting everybody to send me all of their invoices, because the more of that money we can have spent, the way that the state has said they will do it with MERP is if we're substantially complete by September 30th and everything is under contract, they will, when it gets closer to December 31st, if we haven't got the work finished, they will just pay us the balance of our MERP grant so that we have the funds to finish it. So I think we're in a pretty good place for that, because we already have 50% paid out for all of the heating and air conditioning units, and we have a whole lot of money out for electrical work. So I don't think it'll be an issue.
And how are the other buildings?
They're ready to get those. Don't take but a couple days. They're
That's it.
both easy.
This is the one that's gonna suck.
This is the one that's listening things up.
Mike, is that gonna affect what we talked about as far as purchasing our fuel? Are we gonna wait on that, or are we gonna discuss it in another meeting?
We didn't actually add it to the agenda, but
Well, I know I didn't know if that's something we can wait another
kind of
meeting.
decided we're probably going to go ahead and sign it.
Just,
It's not for any set number of gallons. We don't have that with them. We have it's a contract price basically. So,
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to sign the agreement. We've used them forever. Nobody else ever touches their bids. So I think we go to bid every couple of years. It's fine for our fuel oil.
That's fine.
How scary is that looking?
I probably shouldn't say that would be an executive session because I don't know if they want what our.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to wait on it.
Yeah. I get that.
I can email it to you guys what it was, but it was for where prices are right now, it was more than reasonable.
Yeah, because they're up almost $5 a gallon right now.
Yeah, I'm sure. We're only about $1 more than we were last year.
That's
We're
not bad.
Pretty good.
That's not bad. You want to look
You
at my
haven't
house?
signed it yet?
Can we slide my house in?
Haven't signed it yet?
I just got it 2 days ago.
That's awesome then.
So,
Good.
That's all moving along. I'm gonna go check the bridge. I was going out there today, but wastewater treatment plant was supposed to be an hour and I was there for 2 hours and 15. So,
We
I
should
did
make
not
a
get
field
that.
trip.
I know. Nick has been keeping an eye on it for me though. So he said that it was coming along fine.
Perfect.
And I haven't heard anything from the engineer to the contrary. So I think that's coming.
That means everything's running probably
Everything
fairly
is-
well.
The park project is out to bid. Bids are due back here September 1. And then I will be here in the office and the engineer will be here on that day to open the bids and then we will award the contract. Probably at your select board meeting, the first select board meeting there in September. Oh, I can take that off. Sorry, Bruce.
Now we get life size, Bruce.
I saw you, bro. So we saw. Okay.
So, and then they expect that project to be finished this fall.
And how's the cameras coming?
Hey, I was here till 11:30 last night, updating computer equipment in here. So we actually have a new industrial level router in here now and switch. So it's ready for the new cameras to start going up. So I will probably be working on that tomorrow. In between meeting with the state engineer on the wastewater treatment plant and umpteen other things.
And again, thank you for being able to handle that piece of equipment we had here and tie that into our system. That's awesome. Good job there for that.
So what I actually discovered, it's one of those things you have to kind of think outside the box. And that was that. So we need the same thing at the depot building and at the footbridge. They all need new camera systems. But I actually have the depot tied into this building now. So our NVR just sits on the network. Our cameras all connect directly to the network. They don't connect to the NVR like the old system does. So basically, I just buy a switch over there. We can use one NVR and cover all the cameras between all 3 facilities. And the NVR I bought has the ability to hold 7 different hard drives. So it has capacity beyond anything we'll ever use.
That's great to be able to use it.
It's one of those things I'm thinking, I'm like, this could save us money because the NVR was the most expensive piece of this. That by itself was $600. But if we can use that for 3 buildings or, 2 buildings in the bridge, that's not too bad.
Nice.
Now, do they have cameras at the town garage?
They do. And their system is working, but it's not accessible remotely. And I don't know if I can get into it because somebody changed the password on it in the past. I don't know who, but I don't believe any of them actually work at the town anymore to change the password on it because none of us can get into it remotely.
I think I know somebody that could, but
that system, we will, it's so far it's working, but we will probably look to update that And we may do that in conjunction with the wastewater treatment facility, because that one also does not have a camera system, was not part of the design. Which I found out way too late. And then, do you want us to go back and redesign
No.
and add that? And I said, no, we'll put it in
Oh.
ourselves. No, we can handle this.
Yeah.
You know, these camera systems are not rocket science.
They're not?
No,
Well, they're not. I put mine up in my house. They're pretty easy.
so.
And you get them a lot cheaper too. Like,
Yes, yeah.
like,
Well, I mean, the system we're gonna have here and that we're gonna switch to, I'm switching all of our equipment, all of our networking equipment to Ubiquity, which is, you know, industrial grade stuff. We're not using home-based routers, because, you know, I was really concerned about the router we had here. As we keep adding buildings and cameras and everything, okay, it was a really nice router for your house,
Yeah.
you know, but not gonna handle, you know,
No.
100 connections.
No.
It's gonna overwhelm it. So we're poised to go forward. So,
And
and we got $1,000 towards that camera purchase from our passive rent. So it's not completely, you know, we had $1,000 in the budget. We got 1,000 of that. So we only have to come up with a couple thousand somewhere else out of budget.
and how about the fire station? How's their camera system?
Their camera's still working fine and I can access it remotely. So
Okay.
that we'll look to upgrade that one, you know, in a year, or, you know, maybe year after next.
I think as long as we're on it, we just might as well discuss all of them.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not broken, I don't want to spend the money to fix it, because
No.
it is going to be, you know, a few $1,000s, but that's another one that building will be connected to town hall, because I have a connection between there and here as well. And so it would be basically adding a switch, and yeah, it would not be that complicated than just buying new cameras. So, and we're gonna find out. I bought cameras for this building based upon what I think, but they have, you know, 25 different varieties of cameras. And so, you know, I bought what I thought looked like it would work the best for this building. We'll find out. There's probably a chance that something I bought, I'll look at it and go, you know, I wish I'd bought more of that one and not that one. But
And then you just move the other one to a different
we'll
location.
use
Yeah.
it somewhere, we'll use it
Yeah.
somewhere else. for sure.
just we'll figure it out. You know,
What kind you buy?
Ubiquity. It's all same company. And the reason I chose them is they have a complete cloud-based remote access system for the network, the switches, the cameras, everything. And ultimately, we might be able to switch our door locking system to them as well. And they do not charge a fee or like an annual subscription fee. It is completely free. And so right now, our door locking system, I know we're going to be getting a bill from them very soon. And that's a couple $1,000s a year we're paying for that. And so, I'm like, you know, I'm going to look at our current, how things are connected here, because that's what I have to figure out. If they're like the camera system where it's a standards-based, you know, basically an Ethernet cable that connects those locking systems, then it's just buying the new locks. It's not that complicated. So that's for next year's budget. We'll be working on that. But I would like to have it all integrated. I think that would be a great where we can just control everything at one, not 50 different logins.
That would be nice.
And I did discover we need to put a hotspot down in the rec room. We have a direct connection down there from up here.
Mhm. I know what I use for Wi-Fi down there. I do a lot of work in the basement. I do a lot of work in the basement.
Well, it would help them too, because they're piggybacking off of ours
Yep.
at NECA, but it would be, you would have access down there a lot better if it was coming from the rec room as opposed to coming all the way up here.
I'm just piggybacking because I can.
Well, that's awful nice. If we can do that, it's just,
Well, it's public
Nice.
Wi-Fi, so I mean, we do have a public Wi-Fi access here, and you know, that is separated from our private network. So, you know, you can't access anything up here from that public network. So that's why I allow it. And the library has the same thing. You know, they have a publicly available access, but internally, we don't allow people on that. Like our network up here is hidden unless I give you specific access and instructions how to get on it, you can't access it. And that keeps you out of Teresa's computer and my computer and the printers. And
That's the last place I want to be.
it just keeps us secure up here, but it does allow other people to access it.
But you can branch off in it, so it doesn't. It wouldn't allow us to get onto yours.
Uh,
You can branch off like we are right now, so it doesn't allow us to get onto it.
Right,
Right,
that's
right.
what he's talking about.
That
It's
is-
the
that
public
is-
versus
it's
the
the thing,
private.
you know, I don't change that. Even with the new system, we've got the guest Wi-Fi, which is what, you know, all of our contractors use when they come in here. We don't want them on our printers and stuff. You know, bring your own.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good.
I think that's all the project.
I think that's all we got going on, right?
Well, I don't know. There's probably more, but you know, it's the only update.
They're little one.
today.
How
Well,
about painting of this building?
That I'm reaching out to the painter to find out what happened to him because he was here and he met with Joel. And oh yeah, he's gonna come back, and then he kind of disappeared. I haven't heard from him. So I reached out to him. I'm like, where are we? Not that I will say it is not the end of the world if it didn't happen till next spring. It's really not. We were not really slated for that this year. You know, it was our decision to try and get it done sooner rather than later. We have the money set aside.
also, there was no contract with these people.
Well, he never gave us the contract. Is the thing. He came here, was supposed to drop off the contract, which he didn't. We have a signed, you know, a agreement letter back and forth between us, but we do not have it. And I don't know if he even does contracts. You know, he's a smaller guy. He doesn't. I don't know if he's that.
It's very difficult too, because how wet the spring was.
I know.
I mean, he may just be behind on,
Because
it's not like you
I
can
mean-
paint when it's raining.
And this is a pretty big job.
It is, and he does a lot of
Building.
federal. So that was why we chose him because he has a lot of experience doing federal projects. And this building does have a preservation easement on it, so you have to follow the rules, and he knows them.
Yeah.
And so that's why we chose him. So as much as I would like it to be done with all of the heating and air conditioning work, I'm not upset if it bumped into next year. It would be okay. It would not.
The only thing I'd like to see is if they could find that leak around that window.
That would be nice. I did give the go ahead for the bank to order their new awning for it. And they're going to put their logo, so the awnings on the front of the building are our responsibility. But they want their logo on theirs, which I finally went through Preservation Trust and got that approved. It will not be in color. It will be in gold. It'll look like gold leaf, kind of. It'll be a monotone logo. And we're doing the same thing with the library. But they will pay for the additional cost of adding the logo to that.
Did you happen to see, Mike, at the drive-up window, one of those compressors are out there, they put that's awful
That's-
close. Did you
It's
see that?
it's moving up on the building.
They are perfect.
Moving up.
Oh,
I talked to them and it's
We-
not ideal what we have to do with it, but it is
it's
what
gonna
it
get
is.
hit there. You,
And
well, that's great news then. That'll be good.
it is what it is. You know, we try to push all these projects as fast as we can, but you know, they don't always work the way we want.
Life. All right. Pretty much it, Mike, for our projects.
Yes, I think
Well, You're
that's-
all good with that, everybody?
I think that-
Good.
I took
All right, for that. Teresa, you can give us the good news with that pay order, please.
Oh, they look thick.
They are getting thicker.
One's thin.
What's going on with
You're
this,
spending too
Teresa?
much money, Teresa.
I have decided I am not going to sign this one. There's too many lines on it.
Pretty big ones, and there's grooves in there, isn't
It's
it?
in there. Yeah.
Yeah, don't freak.
Yeah, I saw his name. I'm like, ooh,
Whose name in there?
The electrician.
Electrician
Oh,
for the building.
It's a big one, but it's reimbursable. So, and I will submit that right away. Actually, I'm gonna make Cassie do it. That's part of Cassie's training is because I want her to be able to take over some of the grant reporting and grant submittals for reimbursements because that's a lot of work.
it's actually not as bad as I thought.
keeping track of all these invoices and making sure we get our money in and.
Well, that's what we hired
So
to do.
that is what we hired her for.
Yes.
So she's gonna be here tomorrow, I believe.
She is
How's she working for you, Teresa? Very good. I'm glad to hear that. Good.
very happy.
Awesome. That's good news.
Yep, very, very, very happy.
Although we're not letting her buy chairs for this.
No.
No.
What's the matter with these? I can fall asleep in this one.
Gosh.
These are good chairs.
They're fine by me. I mean, I do like them with wheels, but you know, whatever. It's fine.
I prefer them with wheels.
Oh, brother, then we'd be all over.
We should
this
get
stuff.
Bruce, we'll buy him a bunch of casters and say, here,
You know,
put wheels on all the
on 'em,
chairs.
and then they would
But-
be,
But no, the problem is they'll lift the thing up, and then this table, you already whack your knee on, you're really gonna whack your
not
knee.
if you have short little legs, you don't.
I say I'm nowhere.
I-
Look, Mike,
yep.
I am nowhere near whacking my knees.
Exactly. Joel was the one that always would whack his knees on here.
Well, he's what, a foot and a half taller than me?
Exactly. He had long legs. When you get short little legs.
Hey, maybe we should ask the select board to make a motion to shove all this furniture to the wastewater treatment plant. He might.
I already told Zach that this morning, that that's
I'll make a motion to shove all the furniture here to the wastewater.
This is actually, well, I guess if you got your maps and stuff, I don't know, what do you need a table this large for in this room? But I guess if you start
This,
putting up,
when was this created? Because this is not the
This-
original top.
no, it's
No,
not the
no.
original top. The top was changed.
God, how many years ago?
It's gonna be
Ray, I think, changed that.
Yeah.
It's a-
15, maybe 16 years ago. This table though has been here forever.
yeah, it's,
And it does, I mean, sometimes we have two,
how
three
the hell
people in
did you
here.
get it out of here?
They're taking it
It would have to be taken
Take it
apart to
back.
get it out of the building.
Well, I haven't
Sometimes,
moved out with the safe in my office whenever we can find somebody to buy that safe. I don't know how we would get it out of there, but.
Kind of hole in the wall.
See it go.
I'd like to know how they got it.
Yeah, Joel asked that today too. He goes, how they get
Crane?
it in here?
I think it would be nice to see how they got it up there.
I assume probably they came through a window.
I
It's
would
probably like when they
so
move a
because-
piano out of like a big.
exactly,
Like-
because these two,
Actually, I'd like to see how they got these uprights in here. Because they started at the bottom and go the way to the.
who's had enough of us?
Yeah, he said, I don't want to sit through this. I don't blame him. It was pretty easy meeting though.
Yeah.
You know, we had a lot of stuff on it. It was pretty easy. It was not too complicated.
I make a motion to mandate larger font size.
Oh, yeah, people in
I
your
was
larger fonts, you're
We're
lucky.
actually right that she was making a motion for something.
We have a second on.
No, we do not.
I just gotta get the bifocals at the right spot and we're good.
Okay, when I was doing the tax rate printout, it printed it portrait first.
Oh,
I
in
was
like
like-
what, size 0 font?
I'm like, no, they will do nothing but complain about that one. Not happening.
We just can't go into that double wide like we did there a couple of months ago. Remember that?
No, that was 11 by 17. That was even better.
That was some good one right there.
I gave some.
Did that from home. Oh, that was funny.
Thank you. Get your pen out.
Yep.
I will make a motion to approve the minutes from the meeting of July 15th.
And I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passed. Thank you.
There you go, Mike.
There we are. And we'll go down, no executive session this evening and you not call for us. Now, while I'm looking through this, we can go to other business. Anybody, anything, anybody want to say anything?
I'm just gonna say that the Pondathon is 4.5 weeks away. Yay! I will be posting. We do need some day of volunteers. We would love to have some help. So I'll be putting out that information in the next couple of days. I think everything's going smooth for that this year.
I did get the clock,
The race clocker.
The race clocker. We were just talking about yesterday. We're like, that it's got to be renewed pretty soon.
They updated my email. I went into my email and I'm like, I'm not looking at that right now. I can't look at that. It's a whole new layout, new format, and I'm gonna wait.
Kevin, what day is that on?
Sunday, September 6th.
Sunday before Labor Day.
Okay. I can do the help with the traffic again,
Yay! Awesome.
whatever. You just put me where. Okay,
Awesome.
I can do that.
And I'll let you know.
Absolutely. Other than that, I mean, like, obviously, as fall arrives, we'll be watching weather. As much as I hate to say fall's arriving, but it's going to arrive. And as it starts getting closer to cold weather, we do things like pull all the summer equipment out of the park. Other than that, we got working on our winter planning. And that's about all we got going on.
We are gonna be having a meeting, because I demanded that we have to have one with all the coaches and Brighton Rec for the gymnasium usage, because I'm not playing with the fighting and the arguing over it. You know, either you're gonna play nice or you don't use it. That's how it works.
As long as it's done equally. I mean, I know that the school wanted it forever and ever and ever. We can't do that. It's the taxpayers' gym too, huh?
Right.
Correct.
So,
So you think we'll have to do that at the selectmen's meeting, Mike?
no, I'll have a meeting with the
Oh, with them, okay.
Yeah,
We, nothing to do with us. Oh, perfect.
party that they will be coming to a meeting, and we will be figuring out a schedule, and then they will be entering it, because I am not sitting and entering their schedule for them.
That's something recreation and you take.
Me
Yeah,
and
have,
the coach from the school
all
and
meet together.
the
All the private leagues.
all the
Yeah.
private leagues that all want to use it. Because we do have the first, it's Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday. What is the date for? I gotta look it up. We have a conference that I brought to town, which is the first week in November. It's the NEK Collaborative. It's their conference, and it's going to be hosted all over town. It will bring 200 plus people to town for that day of events. We'll be using the town hall, the library, the Legion is doing the luncheon and all of that stuff. They'll be at the Essex House, 3 branches. They're going to be all over town. But the gymnasium is the primary facility. So that week will be blocked off. None of them will be using it that week. I don't know if they're supposed to be using it yet anyway, but that week it will be off.
I don't think they're allowed to practice until November 15th. There's a random day that they're allowed to start practicing.
So that's coming on. I will say this Friday night, Teresa and I are attending Keys to the Kingdom, which is a program run by the NEK Welcome Wagon and the NEK Chamber of Commerce. And it's people that are interested in moving to Vermont. They're coming here on vacation, and they agree to come and meet with all of us and tour towns and visit things. And so I've got a whole weekend planned. The forum is paying to take everybody that is interested in Island Pond to breakfast on Saturday. And we have 10 different groups.
Is this commercial mostly, or I'm a business,
Residential.
excuse me, and they're just
Residential, people looking to move to
any
the area.
side.
People that are just looking to move.
That's even,
I mean, most of the time what we get that look at Island Pond are usually remote workers.
Hmm.
Or people that are, one is remote and one wants to do something outdoorsy or farming or timber or something of that sort. And I used to do this. I've done this program every year they've done it. It used to be called the State of State program, and it used to be run by the state. And that was back in like 2018, 19. And then when COVID hit, it stopped it. And so last year it was resurrected by the NEK Welcome Wagon and the NEK Chamber. And so Heather and I went last year. And so Teresa and I are doing it this year. I told her she has to go schmooze with me. And so Saturday we'll be bringing them to, we're having breakfast at 3 branches. And then I'll probably be taking them on a kind of walking tour around town. And then Sunday morning I go back and do the brunch thing, and it's in Burke this year. And so there's a brunch on Sunday morning where we go and answer any last minute questions and, you know, try and convince them that we're the community they should move to. So it's a good program. So we're doing that. And then Labor Day weekend, we do have 3 nights of concerts. going on. So it's
Yeah,
a big, busy weekend
That
for
is-
us again.
I was telling you, that's just as big as almost the 4th of July. I got some good music coming here.
Actually, Friday night is our biggest artist of the year, actually. He's actually a real, he's from Tennessee and he's written for a lot of big names, and
It's awesome.
it's our most expensive act for the year. Let's put it that way. But then like Sunday, I think is going to be fun. We actually have a heart tribute band, which is something different for town. It's not the same kind of music, it's a little more hard rocky. Yeah, I know it's 80s hard.
You can be out there
rocky
grooving
kinda.
with me?
It's going to be fun. We're getting a lot of traction on that one on Facebook. So
Liven this place up or I'll fall asleep. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all that good stuff coming along.
Good. Sounds like it's gonna be exciting. Be pretty good. All right. Any other business? Anything? Billy, you got anything to say? Heather, anybody? Now, treat you
No.
all set?
All
Well,
set.
good.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
All right.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Yes, thank you. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Bruce.
You left already.
Okay.